Well, the Kremlin has called these new sanctions illegal and absolutely unacceptable. I think it may have come as something as a surprise to many here in Russia, not just to have new sanctions, but to have them tied to that attack in Salisbury and the statement that the US now believes unequivocally that Russia was behind that attack. Russia has always denied any involvement. The Foreign Ministry spokesperson, Maria Zakharova, has said that these are odious accusations without any basis in proof. And she went on to say that Russia will now begin to work on counter-sanctions in the same spirit.
The Russian side has warned on numerous occasions that the policy of force and ultimatums is worthless and counterproductive. The Russian side will start to work on retaliatory measures to unfriendly moves made by Washington.
Well, the United States has said that these sanctions could block exports from Russia worth hundreds of millions of dollars. It has already had an impact on the value of the ruble, which fell to a 2-year low shortly after that announcement. And it's also hit the stock markets. The finance ministry here in Russia, though, says that the economy is stable. It's been taken as an indication that the government won't try to use its reserves to prop up the value of the ruble. I think the bigger threat, though, is not the coming round of sanctions, but the possible second tranche of sanctions that were also included in this announcement, because that could include blocks on almost all imports and exports from Russia. It could restrict flights for the national airline from landing in the United States. Some really big, heavy-hitting maneuvers, and that could possibly be brought in after 90 days after the first round. That would be after the United States midterm elections, so we'll have to wait and see whether Donald Trump will still feel inclined to impose those sanctions or whether he might try to use his veto. But it's the threat of what might come which has really got people here in Moscow a bit rattled. Lucy Taylor, CGTN in Moscow.